Yogis. Got a nice little 20-minute session for you today. You might want a couple blocks, you might want a blanket. And as with all of our practices, feel free to skip anything, take breaks when you want. If something doesn't feel right in your body, change it so it does feel right. I'm here to guide you, but you are your best teacher. So try to pay attention and notice what you're feeling and skip the stuff or change the things that don't feel quite right. Okay, let's start standing up at the top of the mat. Okay. Take your feet a comfortable distance apart, not too wide, not too narrow. And then let your arms just hang by your sides. Find a tiny little bend in your knees, just so they're not locked. Softness in the hips. You might close your eyes or soften your gaze. Check in. Notice if you're holding or clenching anywhere that you can let go of, and let it go as best you can. You might turn your awareness to your breath as you breathe in and out through your nose. Without judgment, can you start to lengthen your breath? Can you let the chest and the belly rise as you breathe in? And then fall as you empty, breathing out. See if you can maintain this slow, steady, deep breath throughout your practice. With eyes closed or open, start to shift our weight side to side, from right foot to left, and back again. And then see if you can even it out. Find equal weight between your right and your left foot. Again, that micro bend in the knees, softness in the hips. And then shift your weight forward and back into the balls of your feet and your heels a couple times. If you have your eyes closed, you might find this is a good time to crack them open a little bit, softly, soft gaze. And then even out the weight between the fronts and backs of your feet. And then see if you can find the tripod in each foot. So the base knuckle of your big toe, base knuckle of your pinky toe, and middle of your heel. All 3 points on each foot root down evenly. And then we lift up out of that. Softness in the knees, softness in the hips. Shoulders are light. Jaw is relaxed. Let's make some shoulder circles. Draw your shoulders forward and up and back and down. A few times, forward and up, back and down. And then change the direction of the shoulder circles. Take them back and up and forward and down. Maybe one more time. And if your eyes are still closed, you might let them open. Keep a little bend in your knees. With your breath in, float your arms out and up. You might even join your palms to touch over your head. Little bend in your knees and a flat back. Hinge at your hips, fold over, breathing out. Slide your hands up your legs. Breathe in, lift halfway, long spine, open chest. Exhale, fold. Press the floor away, bend the knees, reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Same thing. Inhale, float your arms out and up. With a little bend in your knees and a flat back. Exhale, fold over and down. Slide your hands up your legs. Breathe in, long, open spine. Exhale, fold. Little bend in your knees, flat back. Press the floor away. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Moving on this time. Inhale, float your arms out and up. Little bend in your knees, flat back. Exhale, fold over and down. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat or the blocks and step just your left foot back. So the right foot's going to stay forward. If you have padding, you might place it on the mat and lower your left knee down. Slide your hands or place your hands onto your thigh or maybe even float them up toward the sky. See if you can find that tripod in your front foot. Back shin presses down. And then we get like a lifting out of our hips, right? A decompression. Slow, steady breath. One more full breath in. On your breath out, bring your hands back down to the mat or blocks. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, breathe in. With your breath out, let's lengthen through the front leg any amount. You don't have to straighten it all the way. We'll rebend the front knee on the inhale. With the exhale, straighten through the front leg. Press into the tripod of that foot, fold over. Good, one more time. Inhale, bend the front knee. And then exhale, lengthen through the leg, fold over. Good. On your next inhale, rebend your front knee. Scoot the blocks to the side if you were using them. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. First downward dog of our practice, you might choose to pedal out your legs, move your hips side to side or your heels side to side. You might bend your knees a bunch. If your blanket's still on the mat, let's move it to the side. With an inhale, come to plank. Pause. Take a breath or two here. Press back through your heels, forward through the crown of the head. One more inhale. With your exhale, lower your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes. Come all the way down to your stomach. Slide your hands as far forward as you can reach and take them about as wide as the mat. Press the tops of your feet down so your quads engage, your knees lift. Draw your tailbone toward your heels and then lift your head and your heart. Your elbows might even float up off the floor as well. Take another breath. Exhale, lower back down. Bring your hands a hand distance closer to the mat. Tops of the feet press down, tailbone toward heels. Inhale, lift your head and your heart. You might even straighten your arms this time or keep a bend in the elbows. Take another breath. And exhale to lower down. Bring your hands just above the level of your shoulders, tent up onto your fingertips, elbows up toward the sky, off the sides of your mat. Inhale, lift the back of your heart and then your head. Exhale to lower down. Let's do that again. Tops of the feet still press down. Inhale, back of the heart and the head. Exhale down. One more. Inhale. And exhale down. Good. Bring your hands next to your lower ribs. Tuck your toes. Move to downward facing dog. Connect your breath. Keep it slow and deep. With your breath in, hover your right foot just an inch off the mat. Stay here for the breath out. Take another inhale. On your exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Pause here. Press the floor away. Hug your knee into your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, place your right foot between your hands. Give it some help if it doesn't get there on its own. Full inhale. Exhale, left foot comes forward and meet the right. Inhale, half lift, long spine, open chest. Exhale, fold. Little bend in your knees in a flat back, reverse swan dive. Come on up, palms to touch overhead. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Inhale, float your arms out now. Soft bend in your knees, flat back. Exhale, fold over and down. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat or blocks. This time just the right foot goes back and we'll lower the knee down to the mat. Again, take padding if you want it. Walk your hands onto your left thigh. You might stay there or float them up toward the sky. Check in with your left foot. How's that weight on your foot? Right shin presses down, right? So we're engaged. And then we're not just, it's kind of sinking down, right? We have like a decompression of the spine, lifting out of the hips. Take one more breath in. On your breath out, hands come down, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Breathe in. Exhale, lengthen through your left leg, fold over. Couple more of those. Inhale, re-bend your front knee. Exhale, lengthen through your leg, fold over. It does not have to straighten all the way. One more time, inhale to bend. Try to keep that base of the left big toe down as you lengthen and fold. Good, inhale, re-bend your left knee. Blocks to the side if you're using them. Step back, downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. If you have padding on your mat, you might move it to the side. With your inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower your knees, point your toes back, come on down to your stomach. Baby cobra 3 times. Inhale, reach your heart forward and up. Tops of the feet press down. Exhale to lower down. Tailbone toward your heels. 2 more. Inhale, baby cobra. You might hover your hands an inch. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, baby cobra. You might even choose to press into your hands here. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. On your inhale, hover your left foot an inch off the mat. Stay for the exhale. Another breath in. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest, shoulders over your wrist. Pause, press the floor away, hug your knee in your chest, breathe in. And exhale, place your left foot between your hands. Give it some help if it doesn't get there on its own. Take another inhale. Exhale, right foot forward, meet the left. Inhale, half lift, long spine, open chest. Exhale, fold. Little bend in your knees, press the floor away. Inhale, rise on up to stand. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Inhale, float your arms out and up. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Tripod feet. Full breath. Space between your back, lower ribs, and your top of your pelvis, right? So we're not overarching the lower back, but we're lengthening. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold over and down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, right, then left, all the way to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down your choice. You might lower your knees or lower halfway. Inhale to the back end of your choice. You might take a baby cobra or an up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, float your right leg up and back, and then bend your right knee and stack your hips, open up. Re-extend your right leg, square up your hips, breathe in. On your breath out, nice and slow, draw your knee into your chest, place your right foot forward between your hands, pivot your left heel down, cartwheel your arms up, warrior 2. Straighten through your front leg, float both arms up, breathe in. On the exhale, re-bend your front knee, open your arms. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, float up. Exhale, re-bend. Gaze over your front middle finger. Flip your right palm, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tip it back, reverse warrior. Inhale on up. Exhale, right forearm on your right thigh, left arm reaches up and over, side angle. 1 full breath. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot, lift your back heel. Full inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward and meet your right. Standing forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Sit down into your chair. Inhale, float your arms forward and up. Stay for the exhale. Another full inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold over and down. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, left and right, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, lower down your choice. Inhale to the back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, float your left leg up and back. Bend your knees, stack your hips, open up. With your next breath in, re-extend your left leg, square up your hips. With your breath out, nice and slow, mindful movement, step your left foot all the way forward. Place it between your hands. Right heel down, cartwheel your arms up. Inhale, straighten the front leg, float the arms up. Exhale, re-bend your front knee. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten the front leg, float the arms up. Exhale, re-bend your front knee. Pause, breathe. How's the feet? Tripod feet? Can you find them? Can you decompress spine from the hips? Flip your left palm, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tip it back, reverse warrior. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left forearm on your left thigh, right arm reaches up and over, side angle. On your next breath in, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, freeing your front foot. Take a breath in. On your breath out, step your right foot forward, meet your left. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, full little bend in your knees. Sit into your chair. Inhale, rise up. Press the floor away. Come on up to stand, hands to your heart. Breathe out. Good. Step your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Heels in, toes out. Reach your hands forward. We're going to come into a squat in like 3 to 5 breaths. Tripod feet the whole time. Okay. So float the hands forward. See if you can find your tripod feet. Try to be soft in your hips, right? Nice and neutral. Not tucked or tilted forward or back. How about that? Take a breath in and then exhale, sit down just a little bit. Even out the weight in your feet, breathe in. Exhale, maybe a little bit more. Even out the weight in your feet, breathe in. Exhale, maybe a little bit more. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, come on down. Try not to collapse into your squat, but just press actively down through the tripod feet. Take one more breath. And then, not always the most graceful transition. Let's reach the hands forward, sit the hips back, boat pose, maybe. Take another breath. And then straighten through the legs. Lower yourself all the way down. Hot dog. All right, one bridge pose. Bend your knees. Place your feet onto the mat. Hands by your sides, palms down. Ankles, knees, and hips in line. Take a full breath in. On your breath out, press into your feet, lift on up into bridge. Stay here. You might choose to walk your shoulders underneath you. You might choose to interlace your hands. Pay attention to the feet. Inner and outer edges of the feet press down evenly. Knees shine forward. Release the hands, release the shoulders. Uncurl your spine back down. Pause. Let your body settle. Take a breath. Cactus your arms. Shift your hips right on the mat a couple inches. Float your knees toward your chest. Lower them to the left. Try to let that right shoulder melt down toward the floor. Inhale back up. Place your feet on the mat, re-square your hips, and then shift them left a few inches. Knees toward your chest and lower them to the right. Try to let the left shoulder melt toward the floor. Inhale, come back up. Place your feet on the mat, re-square your hips. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll squeeze. And then release. Let's come to Shavasana. Extend your legs. Let them be a little wider than your hips. Let your arms have some space from your body. And let go. You did it. Let go of your efforts. Let go of your breath practice. Allow your whole body and your whole being to soften, release, and let go. You might choose to stay in your Shavasana a bit longer or a lot longer. If you choose to get up right now, wiggle your fingers and toes. Deepen your breath. One at a time, bend your knees, bring them back into your chest. Using as little effort as possible, roll to your side and guide yourself up to a comfortable seat. Turn your palms together in front of your heart center. Take a moment to feel gratitude for anything you can think of. And thank yourself for doing this practice. I thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. The light in me honors and reflects the light in me. Have a great day, yogis.